Alright. Alright, we're doing it. Uh, any kinks in the system that I had appear to have been ironed out, so audio should be recording, video should be recording, everything should be going as planned without any hiccups, I should hope. All this is that I'm doing today is I'm going to be drawing digitally. I am not one to typically do digital art. I don't really like digital art. It's not my cup of tea. I prefer physical. But I think it could be fun to learn. That's end sentence. Because, yeah, I think it'll be fun. I'm just gonna kind of doodle for a while and talk, and it's gonna be fun. Fun for me, not so much for you. Maybe, I don't know. It really depends on your mood or your what is the word? Perception is not the word I'm looking for. Your state of mind, state of being. I don't know. I'm making this up as I go. What the heck? Oh, I was wondering why my cursor was flipping out. I bumped the mouse, and that kind of conflicts with the art pad, so that's what causes this to happen. So let me dump the mouse over yonder. Hopefully it doesn't fall from there and click anything. But yeah, let me get rid of all that there. Oh, I do want that. Give me the exclamation point. There we go. Hello there. No genuine plan with what I'm doing here. I'm just going to draw, maybe impart some wisdom upon you all in the techniques that I use, the kind of methodology behind it all. So we're just gonna draw a dude. We're gonna draw a dude. Emphasis on the male aspect of dude. Dude is a pretty gender neutral term, or at least I always thought, but apparently it can be misconstrued as meaning entirely male. I don't know. I'm not up to date on all that stuff. I try to ignore it. We are going to be drawing a male because males are easy. All it is a big roundish block, couple of eyes, and other distinctive facial features. And the fun thing about dudes is you don't have to make them look pretty. You can make them look as ugly as you want, and it's still gonna look like a dude. The ladies, you have to make them look pretty, and if you don't make them look pretty, they kind of don't look like women. It's kind of unfortunate. So, give him a nice nose here. And I had already done a session of this a little while ago, but I realized I didn't set my thing to record any audio, so it's just kind of my brush doing its own thing and absolutely nothing else. Let's make this guy get a bald. Or actually it looks like it's starting to turn into Iron Man's mask plate. If you really think about it. I've just entirely started drawing something else to illustrate my point. Illustrate my point. That actually works in a literal sense. So Iron Man's mask kind of looks like that, but usually, good. This is just a very sloppy rendition. Yeah, that's what his hairline looks like. So anyway, we'll drop some ears down there. I had a train of thought, then I threw myself off by drawing Iron Man in a hairline. That was cool. Dudes, yeah. The fun thing about them is that you can make them look as ugly as you want. It's always going to look like a dude. For the most part. Sometimes it won't. You gotta be careful with it. So we're giving him very masculine features here. And Maybe that's too much lip. I don't know. Kind of give him some lines, make him look just a little bit elderly. It'll be good. I had mentioned previously in another life that I don't know a good way of going about using an eraser, because the erase brush tool, it erases alright, and it erases my backdrop and gives me a transparent plane of reality, and I don't want that. So we won't be using the actual erase brush, we'll be using our brush, quote unquote, with the white color. Because if we expand this brush just a little bit and then ferociously go back and forth, it kind of works just like an actual eraser. And it's quite a pleasant feeling, I'm not going to lie. Yes. See, it all kind of comes together. There we go. That's nice. That's nice. Well, actually, I'll leave that Iron Man type thing there. Train of thought, where'd you go? I'm trying to recall. I had something important that I wanted to get across, but I guess it just wasn't important enough for me to remember. With this kind of video, I'm just really just doodling. I'm not setting out to draw anything fancy or anything even quote unquote good. This is just for me to learn how to better utilize Affinity Photo or digital art. A lot of people use Photoshop nowadays. I don't, or I say nowadays like it's some new thing. Photoshop has been around for years. I used to use Photoshop. Photoshop is stupid expensive and not worth it to me. So I actually got Affinity Photo. I paid like $20 for it back in December of 2017, I want to say. And I've never had to pay anything more for it. And it works great. And so why would I ever go back to Photoshop? It makes no sense. There's my not being paid by Affinity Photo to kind of pimp Affinity Photo. So there you go. Email them and tell them that I sent you. Maybe I'll get a partnership with them. So there's our face. There's not a lot more I can do to it. I mean, you can always kind of mess with hair however you feel like doing. You can give him wrinkles. You can give him angry eyebrows. You can give him bags. You can give him a cleft chin. It's all really up to you. Just kind of I don't know if I'm so much teaching as I am just sort of doodling and thinking, hey, if you pick up any techniques from watching me scrap away at this digital sheet of paper, good on you. I'm glad I could help, quote unquote. Not really help, I don't think. So here's our kind of a finished head. Let's actually erase all that manic doodling I gave him, except for whatever that was. Was this hair part? That was a hair part. Okay. I don't know what I did after that, because if I go backward, it doesn't really look like it did anything. Anyway, yeah, I think he's done. Let's finish the ears. That's probably what I erased at one point. There we go. Ears look difficult. They aren't. And confession, don't really differentiate in ears in any way. It's like, once you learn how to do it, that's what you're going to be drawing on every character with ears. I mean, my ears don't look pretty, but they're ears. You can tell they're ears. That's all you really need to get across. If you can tell it's an ear, then yeah, you've succeeded in drawing an ear. Alright, now there's a dude. Like I said, dudes are easy because they're They're hard to mess up because as ugly as they can look, they're always going to look like a dude. Now, drawing females, that's the difficult part, or difficult task, because you gotta make them look pretty. Otherwise, they don't look like females. They look like dudes who will mug you on a dark winter's night, and it's not a good look. What was that curvature? The face is kind of messed up if I keep that. It's gonna be kind of messed up no matter what I do. So, females are more fun in my opinion though, because their eyes, you get to throw more details in the eye area that you kind of miss out on males. But you do get a lot of other fun things to toy with on the male side, like the jaw, the lips, the kind of forehead area. You can make them kind of round, you can make them flat, you can make them, I don't know, you can make dudes look very grumpy with just a few strokes. Yeah, let's give them those types of eyebrows. Yeah, full on hardcore anime grump. I don't watch anime, but I think that's a thing they do with the pointed eyebrows and whatnot. It's a thing I do. Maybe it's just a universal thing. I don't know. People are messaging me on my phone, but I'm not going to answer. I don't think it's for me. It's probably not for me. I can only assume it's a group message, so not important. I think last time I attempted to record and it didn't go through. I was talking somewhat about noses, but I don't think I had anything important to say. Just kind of keep them on the smaller side for women, and with men you can go as big as you like. Eyebrows there, eye there. I talked a lot about hair and how it's kind of tricky but kind of not. It's really, the more you play around with it, the more it starts to make sense. The more a reference you look at, the more it will make sense. That goes for everything though. Reference is your best friend in the whole wide world. That looks nasty. If anything is kind of stumping you, like I don't know what this should look like, I don't know how to do this shape, I don't know how to draw a fire hydrant, open the Google image search engine and look it up, and then just stare at it for a while. Keep staring at it until it makes sense, and once it makes once it makes sense, keep staring at it and draw it. That is how we reference. That is how the reference be. Let's see. I think I made her eyes a little bit too small. I don't know. We'll fix it. It's all a work in progress. Like I said, I'm just doodling. None of this is supposed to look good anyway. Yeah. I'm listening to Van Halen right now. You guys can't hear it because I'm using my iPod and not the computer. I did have my music open down there somewhere. I don't know where it went. Weird. I don't recall closing it. Oh, maybe I closed it when I was trying to figure out why it wasn't recording audio, and I thought, oh, maybe if I have music open, it's just not allowed to record, but that was kind of faulty thinking, because it's OBS, and it kind of doesn't care. Or at least I don't think it cares. Maybe I was onto something. Maybe it did turn off the audio recording because I had music open. But it wasn't playing, so I don't know why it would do that. Anyway, ears, like I said, you draw one set of ears, and that's your set of ears for life. That is what you will draw on everybody. Now, maybe that's not the case with all artists, but for me, yeah. That's all it is. That one looks kind of large though, but we're gonna hide it behind here, so it's all good. There's really not much else to say. Let's get started on the hair up here. Let's kind of give her spunky, not really a mohawk, but faux hawk. We can actually, yeah, let's give her like a, yeah, weird looking cyberpunk, but not really. Cyberpunk is a hot word nowadays, but it really has no meaning, I don't think. For as long as I've been aware of cyberpunk existence, it's not really had a concrete or definitive use. It's like it all changes. It's a lot like sci-fi. There's a very, very large discrepancy is not the word. There's a very large, maybe discrepancy is, no, it's not. I don't think it is. There's a large amount of content that can be regarded as sci-fi that will be radically different from a lot of other science fiction subjects. Like Terminator is sci-fi, but not to the same degree as Star Wars, and Star Wars is not the same degree to what are they called? Transformers. Transformers are not the same degree as like even Godzilla, if you want to consider that science fiction, because it is scientific, it is fiction. And let's make this spunky Wonder Woman. Like, this is Donna Troy in the 90s, if they would ever utilize her properly. I friggin' love Donna Troy for really no reason. But, yeah. There are a lot of characters I love for no reason. Big fan of Nova, the human rocket, one of my all-time favorites. I really like, who else? Speedball as well. I enjoy the New Warriors. I would have, in an alternate reality, I would have liked to see them gain the same level of fans as the new Teen Titans. Maybe that's why I like Donna Troy so much, the new Teen Titans, but at the same time, I don't feel like they used her as much as they used other characters in that series. I don't know. It's been a while since I've actually read that. But it's good stuff. I always tell people that's a Marvel book published over in DC. And to me it is, but maybe not to other people. What am I doing? That's not right. Yeah. I kind of like this look. I'm not mad at it. I think you probably need more hair on this side. But aside from that, it looks alright. I like the cartoonish aspect of it. I wasn't aiming for it, but that's kind of what happened. Let's give her a neck. And then I think she has like, at least nowadays, I think she has some sort of necklace that has a Wonder Woman logo on it. But I could be wrong. Anyway, there's our quote unquote Donna. So yeah. Well, that was redundant, but if it were an actual eraser, we could erase this line down here. And there it is. I actually took a very minimalist approach with that one. Lips are small, eyebrows, eyelashes, everything. Let's take a second to glam it up just a bit, because I was talking about, oh yeah, eyes are so cool because you get to go all out on the females. So, whoops, I'm still white. I mean, I'm still white, yes. I'm still using white. So I was saying, it's funner to draw female eyes because you get to go all out. You get the eyelid, you get the eyelashes, you get to make them look really pretty. It's a good time for all. Eyebrows always need to look striking, not quite to this extent, but to a good enough extent where they have personality. That ear's still kind of bugging me, but I'm leaving it. I think that's good enough for now. I've spent so much time getting this done today, but I spent most of it trying to get this to record right, so I mean, we'll pick up where we left off. No, we won't. We'll pick up at a brand new starting point later. I actually kind of want to draw Iron Man now because this looks ugly. So yeah, this was just me kind of drawing faces, thinking, hey, maybe somebody will be able to pick up something from this. Maybe I'll have unveiled a technique that will just blow their mind. Be like, oh, I'd spent so long trying to draw a face and I didn't know why it wasn't turning out, and now you're kind of just screwing around over in these doodles. It just blew my mind and showed me the way. This is the way. Oh no, that kind of looks dirty. There we go. Now he just looks fat. There. Yeah, this is good. What is that thing supposed to be? Mr. Peanut? I don't know how to draw peanuts. Hang on. What does a peanut look like? Like I said, reference is your friend. Let me Google up a peanut real quick. Always, never stop using references. That's a key here. Don't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Peanuts. Now watch as it gives me something totally unrelated to peanuts. Okay, so yeah, I had a basic shape, right? It's like kind of an elongated bean. Then with a bunch of little ridges in there or something. I don't know. That looks like a pickle. Anyway, I think I'm gonna cut it here and maybe actually get around to uploading it. We'll see. Aside from that, I hope to maybe see you in the future because I want to keep doing the doodles and digital art because I want to keep learning and getting better at it. But I mean, we'll see. I'm still kind of struggling with the whole eraser aspect because I don't like having to click white, expand, brush, scribble all over the place, and then not. What's the opposite of expand? It's on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, I don't want to have to keep going between the sizes and keep swapping my colors. If there were hotkeys to do that, that'd be nice, but I don't know if there are. There probably are, I just haven't figured it out. Anyway, let's cut that there, and we'll see how it goes in the future.